Travel preferences, I would spend some time on this section. This, is where you're going to note any like special rate fare classes that you might be eligible for. Maybe you have preferences for the type of seat, window, aisle, whatnot. You can designate those things here. And then what happens when you're going to book a reservation in the system, it filters out all the things that you do not prefer. So it just, gives you an opportunity to not have to look through a bunch of results that you're not interested in. Of course, you can override these preferences at the time you are booking a reservation, but this will help filter out the responses that you are not looking for. So spend some time there. Frequent traveler programs. This is a section that you would enter any information about, like let's say you have a Southwest Rapid Rewards number, or maybe you have a rewards number with a hotel chain. Go ahead and add that program. It's going to ask you for that rewards number, the hotel chain, or the airline carrier. You're going to add that information. So even though you're booking travel in the Concur system, you're going to be receiving points towards those reward programs that are entered here. Advantage programs, you can skip this area. The next section that's going to be not necessarily populated, but something for you to keep in mind. If you had booked a flight in the system and you had to cancel it, it will store your unused ticket credits here in this section. So that's always tied to your profile. You can see what kind of credits you might have available out there to use towards future trips. And when you do go to book flights in the future, it will prompt you to use those ticket credits, and then it will just show your remaining balance here in your profile as you chip away at any credits you might have. The TSA Secure Flight section is a required section. You need to make sure that gender and date of birth, again, matches the form of identification that you'll be presenting to get on a plane. If you have a TSA pre-check number, you can enter it here in this field. That will translate to any flights that you book in the system. It'll have that reference on your tickets. Please keep in mind this does expire every 5 years, so make sure yours is current so you don't have any surprises. If you want to, you can enter passports and visas if you have those. It's not required, but it is helpful for international travel. This next section, called Assistance, is going to be where you're going to designate somebody that might help you with booking your travel. So if you have an assistant of sorts or someone that's going to be helping you facilitate your travel reservations, this is where you're going to want to add them as an assistant. So you're going to click Add Assistant. You'll start typing their name, and it will pull back all the available people in the system, those who have been provisioned. And so if I select this person, I'm going to say they can book travel for me, and I'm probably going to say this person is my primary assistant for travel, and you'll click Save. And now you can see they have a green check mark signifying that they can book travel on your behalf. If this is a red minus sign, all that means is you missed the little box that says they can book travel for me. So just go ahead and click the edit button. It'll pop back up. Make sure you have this little box selected. Save again, and you should see this green arrow. And you can add as many assistants as you like. Just keep in mind, I would add people where that's actually going to be, somebody that's going to actually help you. And then you'll move to the last section, which is credit cards. If you have one of CSU Chico's travel credit cards, we will enter that information in here for you before we hand over that card for use. However, if you are not eligible for that program, or you don't elect to get that card, then you will need to put some form of card in here for booking hotel reservations. So just like you would call a hotel and book a room, they're going to ask for a credit card to solidify that reservation. It doesn't mean it gets charged, but it is holding and guaranteeing that room. So you will need to have a credit card in the system in order to book hotels in Concur. Again, you can change your form of payment when you actually leave the hotel, but for purposes of booking and guaranteeing that room, you do need to have a card on file. And that is all that you need to do to revisit your